We're renovating a large turf area in the studio gardens. When it comes to renovation, homeowners have several options available to them depending on the species of grass and sometimes even the cultivar they wish to establish. One of those options is to lay sod like we're doing with this Tifway Bermuda grass. Another option is to sprig or plug small pieces of turf throughout the area and allow these to grow together over time. We can also, of course, start our grass from seed, and when we do this, we have bare soil followed by a small fuzz of grass that serves as a constant reminder that we need to take care of that establishing grass. But when we lay sod, we have an almost instant lawn. And sometimes we forget to take that extra care to establish it. Well, joining me today is Dennis Brigham from Bentley Turf Farms in Norman. Welcome to the show.
Well, thank you.
And thank you so much for helping us with this project.
You're very welcome.
Now, I would love for you to share with us a little bit about establishing sod and what steps we need to do to get it to grow well.
Well, number one is seed bed preparation. As almost anything you plant, a nice 3 to 4 inches of tilled soil.
Okay.
That way you've got it started out right. A lot of people don't do it. It will probably take them longer to establish their grass that way.
Okay. Once we till that up, what do we want to do then?
You would want to till it, and then you would probably want to water it and rake it and repeat that maybe 2 to 3 times to settle it back down a little bit. It would settle unevenly otherwise, and the more smooth you can get it before the sod comes down, the easier it is.
Something we noticed when we were preparing this area, we had low spots and high spots, and so we moved a little bit of soil from one area to the other.
Yes, any leveling or drainage issues, anything to do with the dirt, try to get it done before the sod comes in. Sprinkler heads, irrigation lines, you want all that in and settled beforehand.
Okay.
Much easier to take care of.
Okay, and what about fertilizer? I'm sure this new grass is going to need to get off to a good start.
It is going to be hungry. Most of the bags this time of year, we want to use a starter fertilizer, something like a 25-10, good nitrogen boost. Most of the bags will have recommended rates. Those are typically a maintenance type rate, and you want to increase it. If it gives you a range, you're probably on the upper end of that range. If it doesn't have a range, probably multiply it by 1.5. And then you're probably going to follow up again with a second fertilization maybe 3 to 4 weeks later.
After laying down
the first one.
Okay. Now, are there some differences in establishment? You know, we're laying Bermuda here, but if we were laying a different species of grass?
Well, yeah, time that it takes. All of them, I would say the first 7 to 10 days of moisture is highly critical no matter what type you're going in with. You might not need to water every day, but more than likely you will, but go and check it, monitor it for sure those 10 days. If you're in a hot time of the year, then maybe it's going to take 15 to 20. The zoysia grass grows about 1/3 as fast as Bermuda.
Okay.
That's a good thing when it's established. So
you don't have to mow it as often.
Don't have to mow it as much. The bad thing, you're going to watch that 3 times longer than the Bermuda before it's established.
Okay, so you have to be a little bit more patient.
It's a grass for patient people. It is not good for impatient people. It's absolutely beautiful when it's established.
It sure is. What about the fescues? Do they have any different needs or problems?
The fescue, as far as problems, we have seen more people love it to death than ignore it to death.
How's that?
Well, we get hot. We get July and August here in Oklahoma, and react. People, it's thirsty, and they knee jerk and they come running home that first evening after it was 100 degrees, and they water it. And they water it several evenings or every evening for a while. And fescue is very susceptible to fungus. High heat, high humidity, temperature and humidity added together equal 150 or more. It's time to grow a fungus, so that's when you really want to be aware. Okay. Do not put it to bed with its feet wet. Water it in the morning.
Water it in the morning, yes. And that's a good tip for all of our plants in the landscape.
Everything is the rule on that. So.
Okay. Anything else we would want to consider as we establish our sod?
Your biggest decision is before you've bought, deciding on the variety. Pick the correct variety. It's not going to matter what you like in this spot if Mother Nature is not going to let you do it. That's one thing I've learned over the last 20 years is don't mess with her like the old commercial said.
Well, that'll certainly save us a lot of effort in the long
Um,
run to get off to a good start.
Mowing typically on most of the grasses occurs when it needs it. It's really not going to send much new leaf up until it's sent roots down.
Okay.
Mowing with Bermuda grass or any of them actually will get your root spread going quicker.
It'll actually promote root growth.
Yeah, you're going to pour more into there than keeping the leaf going. Fescues, again, important not to scalp. Never remove a third of the blade at one time with the fescue. It's the same rule with all the grasses, they're just far more forgiving. The fescue might not forgive you one hot day.
Okay, well thank you so much for joining us today.
Well, thank you.
And we will be sure to take good care of our Bermuda.
I trust that you will. Thank you very much.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.